Hey guys, it's another Demo Spot Reviews video here, and this is of the very exciting Arc 1 Scalextric Set, and this is a brand new set for 2014, and it's a whole new system based on racing, and it is where you can connect your tablet to the power base, and you can pretty much have all the data you need from your car on your tablet. So it's given a whole new dynamic to Scalextric racing. Slot car racing alike, if other companies do take off from this. But Scalextrics have obviously started first. They normally do pioneer some of the technology that later gets developed by some of the other companies like Ninco and SCX and all of that. So obviously with them being the biggest brand in slot cars that most people would recognise, they are obviously the ones to first do most of the stuff. This is a bit like the old RMS system, but on your tablet, so you don't need a computer, which helps tremendously because having that computer connected to your track meant that you'd either have to have a track on a board or something where you had it either next to the computer or above it, or relatively close so you could connect. So it's a lot better than having your computer sat next to you, and also it makes it a lot easier to connect to your devices. Now, there is still a limited range of devices that can connect to the Arc 1, but one that I found that works is the Alcatel One Touch. This one I got on a contract only a couple of days ago, actually, to use with Arc 1. It was originally called RCS, which was Race Control System, but they changed it to Arc 1, which means Arc Race Control, which is clearly on the box. So most people say that I spend too long reviewing the box and looking at the box, so let's actually look inside. So it's one of these nice boxes that I like with the handle, which is pretty cool because that makes it easier to transport when you bought it from the shop, and also it's one of those boxes that's easier to package up and everything. So it's pretty nice. If you just bring the camera closer, there's everything. You get, I have opened it before actually, but you get a little booklet on the 2014 stuff, and even in there it's known as RCS, Race Control System. So this was made, the catalogue was made before the product was even finalised really. You get a quick guide. The reason it's so thick is because it's in so many languages. Set instructions which nobody reads. Your car stickers. Braids for your cars, 2 cars, very nice looking cars. They're actually pretty nice just on their own, like that, but I will obviously put the stickers on them. And a whole load of cardboard bits to protect your track. Now, the best thing about this set is, it is Sport Track, not Start, which is a lot better because your corners are separated. There's a groove in the middle there. So that means that you've got 45-degree corners, not 90 degrees, which is a lot better. But they are sort of all connected via that. So one thing I've actually just realised as I'm talking was that they've got rid of polystyrene. No more polystyrene in boxes. Obviously that must be some sort of cost-cutting measure or whatever. You get a tablet holder. There it is. Let's see if mine even works on it. Yes, it does. So there you go. You've got a tablet holder. You can see my tripod and camera in the reflection. And then you've got the base plates and everything. So trying to go through it as quickly as I can as well. This here is a brand new piece of track. I think maybe especially made for the Arc 1 set, but this is a extra long straight. I believe it is 1.5. Yes, it is. I think it's just over 1.5 actually, because here it is, the RCS. Sorry, the Arc. Sorry, not RCS. I'm going to keep making that joke. Faux pas, aren't I? Here it is. That's the actual start lane, and it is a lot like the old RMS system, which is all desktops and everything. It looks exactly the same, except for it's a lot longer and you've got more room to pit, obviously. There it says pit stop as well. And I believe it works going that way. So what Scalextrics have done, they actually kind of done you a favour by sticking this bit. So you get a nice grid start as well, which is also pretty cool. But they've stuck it on the way, which I think the track actually works. So I've got a few bits in here. get your bridge supports. You also get these little cardboard bits to make the bridge supports look a bit nicer. So that's pretty cool. And then in here is your controllers, which are the start ones. So Scalextrics are sort of they've realised that their main market is children for these sets. So they've gone for the handsets that go with the little twisty bit that makes that a lot harder to pull, so your cars don't fly up. Another good thing about the set is that the cars that they have given you, the start ones, are virtually indestructible anyway, so you're just limiting the damage as much as possible. And again, you get your second controller, a red one, so you can connect and figure out your lanes and everything. And then here is obviously your power supply. So that is everything you should get in your box. If you're missing any of those items when you open yours, obviously contact Scalextric as soon as possible to obviously get your replacement bits, or just take it back to the store that you got it from. One thing that is part of the set, if you get one of the early ones, so if you get it soon, is congratulations. You're one of the first 2,000 people in the world to own Scalextric Arc. We want to hear what you think of this product. So please register when you run the app for the first time. As an incentive, we'll send you a free car. And obviously there's a code there, but I'm covering mine up because I want my car. Don't want any of you trying to nick it off me. So that's everything that you've got in your box, and that's pretty much it. I will obviously just build the track now and put the stickers on the cars and set the app up, and we'll be ready to go. Right guys, so this is the track layout, and it's pretty basic. It's just your standard sort of figure of 8 that Scalextrics normally do for a layout, but the main difference is actually the bridge. So Scalextrics have decided to take out the crossroad, the crossroad, and that's, in my opinion, a good move because obviously you're reducing damage even more so. Does mean though that the track slightly suffers with the bending of constantly going up and down as a bridge, but then again you do reduce the damage to your cars. One thing I do find slightly annoying is that they've cheekily put on the box that they give you extra bridge supports in the picture, but actually no, you just get those two there. So slight dishonesty there, in my opinion, that they've decided to show the extra bridge supports, but you don't actually get them in the box. So this is basically what I've got everything in the box there. So that is pretty much it. You don't get any extra bridge supports, and it's a little bit cheeky, but then again, what are you going to do? Unless you've got extra ones, I would suggest that you try and get some extra bridge supports because that would be the best option. Here's car 1 then, number 88. It's a very nice looking car actually. Lots of stickers on it. It's quite a tricky thing to do actually, to get all the stickers perfect. It takes about 5 minutes if you really take your time over it. But it looks pretty cool actually, and these are very different to the other start cars that you get. So that's also quite nice that they've changed the stickers a bit, and they've had a bit of added a bit more emphasis, like a bit more variety to the start range, because there is now officially 7, 8 actually of these start cars available to buy. So that's pretty nice. You can get these two in this set. You can get a blue and green one in another set. You can get the red and yellow one separately. And you can also get the blue and green one separately now, and there's a white one and a purple one that is now available to get as well. So there's quite a varying different amounts of colours of the start cars, so that's pretty good. So I'll just get the second one ready and I'll show you that one in a moment. And here is car number 2, again just as nice as the other one. In fact, I think it's a bit nicer than the silver one because it's got a very nice sort of dark look to it, and it looks pretty mean with the colour. And it is slightly different to the black of the wheels and stuff, so it's a bit of a bad light unfortunately. But all the stickers sort of shine out a bit better and they stand out a bit more, which is pretty good. So now that we've officially finished the stickers on them, we can now start the test and see how Arc 1 runs and how well the cars sort of handle as well. So we're just going to start by turning on the tablet. I've already downloaded it, so it said just then it just came up with, do you want to enable Bluetooth? So I said yes, and now we just wait for it to load. There we go. It says get ready to race. I'm trying to hold it so you guys can see. So let's race. Quick race. There we are. So we got just on there driver 1, driver 2. Is it actually customizable? It says connection with power base has been lost, but I haven't actually plugged in the power base just yet, so that's my fault. Just find the power cable and plug it in. Okay, so I've sorted it all out. It's all connected to the actual tablet now and device. So all I have to do now is pretty much pull the trigger and it should start counting laps. Now on the front there is, it has got just driver 1, driver 2, and it's only got it's got a Mercedes and a Ford, but there's a lot on there that you can sort of choose from, like different types of, it's like all these different types of sets that you can pick from. And there's the countdown, so. And as you can see, it's already counting down. And then you've got all these things on the side, pit stops and all of that. So just see, just see what it is actually like. I know I'm taking a while, but so obviously now driver 2 is lane 2, which is the one I'm currently using. And that's going down first, and also you can just see that the tyres are changing colour and the pit's changing colour. So if I stop, the car has stopped now, so I'm pulling the trigger. So don't know if that's because. So I've stopped, and now I'm in the pit, and as you can see, it is just regenerating pretty much everything. And if I move the other one, it will tell me how many laps I am behind. And it's the same with that. So it adds like a new dynamic to the game. You can decide to pit in whenever you want. So when you stop in the box, all your features and that go in, and it tells you how long your pit stop was and how long you've been, how many laps you are behind and everything. So it's a very interesting, good little system, and it's very good because it actually keeps a very accurate track. Now I can't wait to see what it's like when you get to the digital, and they finally release it for that. So how well it will do in comparison to say the 6-car power base, and how much it will, if it will count better than say the 6-car power base and the 4-car power base, because we do have a lot of problems with that system at the moment. But hopefully with this new Arc 1, when this comes out for digital, that will be a lot better. So you can have a look, you can go on more stats, and then obviously it says there first place, no penalties or anything there, and did all the 10 laps. The reaction time was 24 seconds, but that was only because I was fiddling with about the controller. Then you scroll over, if it would let me. Oh, there we go. You press the button, there's a button on the side. You can scroll over to driver number 2, who was second, obviously, and their reaction time was a bit longer. It tells you your average lap, your best lap, and your top speed in miles an hour, and your average speed and all that. So if you're really into all your data and everything, it would be very very good for you. It's definitely a product that is worth the investment, and it was actually quite good fun. But it will be a lot better when they release it for, say, digital, when it comes out as the RCS or Arc Pro. So that will be obviously one to review once that comes out as well. They were planning to do a set called Digital Carbon. It was withdrawn. They said it was because of like redesign purposes and everything. I'm not entirely convinced, but hopefully that set will come out soon, or they'll do a set of equal, sort of the same with that, but like this, but just digital. So it'll be very interesting to see what actually happens when it comes out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the MC Slot Diecast channel as well. And let me know what you think of Arc 1. And let me know how you got on with it if you've got it yourself, because it'd be quite interesting to see. I do think the app needs a bit of adjusting personally. As you can see, I've got my icons at the bottom there all stretched out. Hopefully that will be fixed, because obviously if it's a brand new system, then obviously it's going to be have a few bugs in it to start with, but there seems to be no problem with the connection towards the device and the power base either, so I can't really find any major faults with it. So I think this is one of the best sets to get on the market currently. If you're looking to start Scalextric as a hobby, this is the one to get. This makes all the others sort of obsolete in a sense, but any car can go onto this mode as well. You don't need digital plugs ready, you don't need digital chips for it to work. It's all done by the sensor, and it's very accurate as well. So that's pretty much it. If there's any questions that you think I haven't covered that you want to ask me, just put it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.